Internet computer holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Been quite some time, but again, over the last 24 hours, I did see some of the viewers on the Crypto ZX channel ask, me, hey, Crypto ZX, give us an update on internet computer. So, without further ado, I'm bringing you guys just that. Again, if you want to see more of these updates, let me know, obviously, by liking the video. It helps out the channel a lot. And also lets me know that you guys are interested in these updates. But yeah, if you're looking at internet computer starting off the month of November, starting off on a really positive note, up 16.4%. Again, if you're looking at it on a weekly time frame too, it's one of the very few coins that's still up about 11%. So again, interesting things to note. But now if you shift it to the monthly time frame, you're still seeing ICP down about 23.7%. But with that being said, let's take a closer look and see what's happening. Before we do that though, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So price of internet computer, $3.45 right now, also up 16% on the Bitcoin side of things. The valuation, 1.85 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume sitting at about $200 million. Again, we haven't really seen a lot of excitement for internet computer for quite some time, but again, you can make that argument about a lot of altcoins. Altcoins haven't really seen excitement at all for quite some time now, and of course, that is going to have an impact on internet computer as well. But let's take a closer look and see, what's really happening. As far as the dominance is concerned, as we are starting off the new month, you could see for yourself, we were sitting at above 60% last night. We have seen the dominance starting to go down, which again is a good sign. And that is a huge catalyst, believe it or not, even though it's barely a move towards the downside, but that is a huge catalyst behind the major green for multiple coins across the board right now, not just two or three. We're seeing multiple coins, feeling love. And again, we're in a weekend and CME futures are closed, but yet you're seeing a nice green day. But if you're looking at Bitcoin though, let's give Bitcoin a refresh live. As far as Bitcoin is concerned, you can see, Bitcoin's still sitting in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. We're kind of bouncing back and forth around the key neckline. We've been supported by this key range so far. Again, nothing crazy in terms of the price action, but again, we're just starting out. This upcoming week is going to be very interesting to see how Bitcoin reacts. But so far, so good. We're still in the 23.6. We'll take that as of now. Hopefully, the price does remain within the 23.6 as we do go further, obviously, into the weekend. But with that being said, ICP, that's the question that everyone has. Crypto ZX, what's going on with internet computer? Let's face it, guys, internet computer is back down to extreme bear market levels. Yes, that is correct. Remember this run that we had back in 2024? Since before that, we were sitting at the prices where the inner price of internet computer is currently sitting. Let that sink in. So as of now, it's in extreme bear market zone. So like again, in terms of just kind of measuring it to where it was back on March of 24. Again, you could, if you want to put this into perspective, it has gone down 85% since then, which again is a sharp pullback, not a small pullback by any means. And again, as far as this year is concerned, the yearly high I would say is around. Let's actually zoom out and give you guys the exact number. So yearly high was around $12.70, and again, if you want to put that into perspective as well, that itself is still a move of about 272% from where we currently are. And I've always indicated this to you guys, every single internet computer update that we have obviously made, forget about the higher price frames right now, because there's other levels to be watching out for, which we have not seen this year, the price of ICP do. But again, like I said, we can make the argument about a lot of other altcoins. A lot of other altcoins have not moved this year. But what's happening? Like, is this really just, people or, speculators or money, flowing back from Bitcoin into altcoins? And, are we about to see altcoin season, starting, and, coins like ICP that actually still obviously have quite a strong utility aspect. But again, remember, the competition is definitely, crazy for these layer ones. But, what ICP is doing now is like, they're adding AI, like AI is being talked about around the world, but they're adding AI capabilities directly into its blockchain. So pretty much what this means is, developers can build and run AI models and apps on chain without really relying on other key metrics. So very, 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 big stuff. And again, this is where, the statement comes, ICP is slept on, because that is a big statement that a lot of people say, this blockchain is being slept on, obviously, in terms of it competing with the big boys, Ethereum, Solana. Those are, much higher in terms of volume, on-chain activity, so on and so forth. But again, let me know your thoughts down below as to what you guys personally think. But again, the native token itself is down back to where it was in the bear market. Yes, that is correct. Obviously, a lot of people will point out the $1.63, which we retested again. We have never seen that price for ICP. And you can see this for yourself. We went down to the $1.58. And again, that was due to the October 10th market liquidation. So again, that shouldn't really be a big surprise to any one of you. This happened to the broader market, and not a lot of people were able to enter around this price point either way, because a lot of centralized exchanges were, not operating due to overhaul on, everyone kind of getting on the exchanges. But anyhow, the price is sitting at $3.44. And like I said, last time we were around these levels dates back to October 2023. But look what happened in quarter four of 2023. We started to see that major rally, which was, quite interesting for Internet Computer. So as of now, if you're looking at Internet Computer, let's kind of zoom in here. I want you guys to focus on, yes, the price is moving right now. Again, a beautiful bounce again, if you want to put this into perspective, from where we were just on Halloween yesterday at $2.80. It's up 34.2% since then. Quite a sharp move. Again, nice. But we got stopped out. Look where we got stopped out. We got stopped out just below, resistance around the 375, which of course, look at it for yourself, dates back to, the previous cycle. But Internet Computer, what I want you guys to understand, because I know a lot of people are probably going to be looking at Internet Computer up about 16%, but you cannot forget that Internet Computer was sitting at, almost $5 a coin prior to this major retracement. So it hasn't even gone back above that key range. Once it breaks above that key range is where we can start getting excited about Internet Computer. And that could be a big confirmation for us to see whether or not this is, a time to be looking at Internet Computer closely for, and altcoins in general. Because again, if you're looking at Dash, it's up quite a bit over the last 24 hours. You're seeing virtual, picking up steam, Fedcoin, a lot of coins, picking up steam. And again, these coins haven't really felt the love. But again, if you look at it on a monthly time frame, still seeing a tremendous amount of red across the board right now. So again, as of now, if you are an Internet Computer holder, again, if you're looking at the price itself, if you are obviously wanting to, know whether or not the price could reach $21, from March of last year, that is a move of 500%. So pretty much a 6x from where we currently are. But as of now, you don't really want to be, looking at anything else in terms of price action, except, the $5 price point. I would just say, let's focus on that first and foremost. If that is able to break out, then, we could start retesting some of the levels, we were actually having a hard time breaking out of in June, which is also a major resistance. Obviously, if you were to ask me where I would like to see the price of Internet Computer and what would be a big confirmation for myself, the confirmation would be around the $6.88, give or take. And I'm just looking at the daily time frame. I'm not really looking at the hourly, but I'm just basing it off of what I'm looking at it on the daily. So give or take around $6.90. If we break out above here, that takes us up to some of the levels we haven't seen since early, 2025. And that's where things could really start heating up. But again, let me know in the comments down below what your personal thoughts are on Internet Computer. Do you think Internet Computer still has a chance, to compete with the big boys, or do you think it's no longer, going to be able to compete with the big boys anymore? Let me know your thoughts on that. And what are you doing right now with Internet Computer? And yeah, I appreciate all the love. We'll see you later in Crypto ZXMP.